Hi, JD here, Facebook Live. I don't know why I have to say JD here, Facebook Live. You know where I am, although you might be watching this on LinkedIn. I'm doing something new, a portrait video. I haven't done that before. It tends to freak me out, these portrait videos, because I'm just, being old-fashioned. I'm used to the actual landscape style, but anyway, we'll see how we go. The title of this one is You Get One Launch. I'm in the game of showing people how to attract leads and then convert those leads to sales, no matter what business you're in. And I'm in Brisbane at the moment, and I've just been to the launch of a new menu at a restaurant client of mine who's part of my private coaching program, and it's called Burrows of New York Wood-Fire Pizza. And if you're anywhere in Brisbane, they have a restaurant at Fortitude Valley, which is where I've just been, and Carindale Shopping Centre, and their new menu is just to die for. I know you shouldn't say that when you're talking about restaurants, but their food is to die for. And the reason I decided to do this quick Facebook Live before I jump in the car, or I'm in the car, before I get going back down to the Gold Coast from Brisbane, is because it reminded me, they did this so well, it just reminded me that I keep on ranting about You Get One Launch. I just go nuts when people say to me, oh, we're going to have a soft launch. I go, what? Are we going to have a soft launch? Oh, okay. Well, look, tell that to Disneyland that they should have had a soft launch. Tell that to any of the big stage shows, whether it be Mamma Mia or, whatever it may be. Tell them to have a soft launch. Do not have a soft launch. Now, if there is some weird reason because your product's not ready, then maybe you have to. But certainly, if your product or service is ready, have a launch. You've only got one Mother's Day, one Father's Day, one Easter, one Christmas. You've only got one launch, so make the launch work. And that's what the client of mine today did very well. It's Burrows of New York Pizza, and what they did is that they put out a spread of their new menu, and they were launching their new menu. And coming into the colder months, they've got these incredible soups which are made of all sorts of wonderful organic product. And they had food bloggers there today. They had people from the media. They had a whole bunch of business people who are representative of the commercial businesses around their restaurant, which makes sense to let them come. And they just put on a great show. And the owner of the restaurant welcomed everyone and gave a lovely speech. I videoed a lot of this because it's just great fodder to put on Facebook for them. And they just did a great job. And the reason that this comes to mind is because, Saturday, another client of mine, happens to be Atlantis Music on the Gold Coast. They had a celebration, a launch if you like, of the National Record Store Day. And as it turned out, throughout the week leading up to that, I convinced them to advertise on Facebook the fact that they would be having some unbelievable specials throughout the day that is National Record Store Day, which was Saturday. And what they did is that the owner of the restaurant wasn't available to do a video last week, so I was visiting them and I just turned the camera on like this and I walked through the record store. Did I just say restaurant? Through the record store. And I just said, look, National Record Day is coming up on Saturday, and I picked up a few records of the Eagles and the Beatles and Elton John and Billy Joel and a few others, and said all of these things are going to have a wonderful bonus on Saturday. You're also going to get the chance to win prizes, blah 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 blah. Come on Saturday. Now what they did is that they just threw a few dollars behind boosting that Facebook Live into the Gold Coast area. And on Saturday, Neville and Kim, who run the business, I called in just after lunch and they said to me, my God, this has been incredible. This has been incredible because they treated it like a launch. They treated National Record Store Day like a launch. They had balloons everywhere and they had a band playing outside. They had incredible takeaways. I told them to tell everyone that Paul McCartney would be making, this is a vinyl record store by the way, so it goes back in all sorts of decades of music, rock and roll and jazz and you name it, okay, hip hop, which of course is my favourite. I said to them, tell everyone that Paul McCartney's turning up, that'll certainly get a good crowd. They didn't do that. I reckon that would have been worth a go. But it was jammed. It was just absolutely jammed, and they took, I don't know how many more times their normal weekend trading, and out of courtesy for them I won't bother saying what it is, but it was insane, absolutely insane, because they treated it as an event. They treated it like an expo. And if you really want to get a lot of traction, then if you've got an opening of something, whether it be the launch of a new menu or the launch of a new business or the launch of a new something in your business, make hay while the sun shines. Don't be shy about it. Do not have a soft launch. You do not want to have a soft launch. And speaking of marketing and speaking of launches, you know what's going to happen now, as it should happen, and that is I'm going to make an offer. If you are in Brisbane or the Sunshine Coast or you're near Brisbane and you'd like to learn how to do this stuff, then simply go to wowsuccess.com.au. I don't think I've actually put that link above or below at the moment, but you can take note of it, wowsuccess.com.au. And you can get free tickets to an event that I'm holding with Pat Mesiti. And as far as I'm concerned, Pat Mesiti is probably Australia's Anthony Robbins in terms of helping people with mindset, particularly business mindset. And Pat and I have got an event called the Income Explosion event, all day Wednesday at the Comsey Hotel in Brisbane. So if you're in Brisbane or Sunshine Coast, you're within driving distance of Brisbane and you'd like to know how to put together a marketing plan and how to have the right mindset in terms of being a business owner, then you might like to get some free tickets. You can go to wowsuccess.com.au and you can get some free tickets. It's all day Wednesday, 9 through till 5. You have to put up with Pat's and my corny jokes, but you have a lot of great content at the same time. That's about it, guys. Remember, you only get one launch. So if you've got something that you're about to launch, remember, you've only got one launch. By the way, if you're going to have a launch, then you might like to think about having a special offer or many special offers, and that's exactly what the record store did on the Gold Coast, atlantismusic.com.au if you want to have a look at them, and that's exactly what the boroughs of New York Pizza, the wood-fired pizza people, did here today in Brisbane. You've only got one launch, make the most of it. All the best, guys.